Welcome to another Dragon Ball Super episode discussion. This time we're checking out episode 36, the final round in the Vegeta versus Otis Magneta fight. And this is a pretty intense battle here. A lot of stuff happened here. While not a whole lot of action necessarily happened, but it was a very good episode. This episode and the last episode have been really, really good, and it's really setting the stage up for the rest of this arc. We noticed that the reason why they put up that barrier, that cube barrier inside the dome barrier, was because Champa knew that Magneto would be generating so much heat that it would deplete the oxygen from the arena and affect his opponent. And this is why Vegeta has been abnormally tired in this fight. And so had a really cool moment with Vegeta charging up his Galagon. I cannot pronounce how it's said in his Japanese version. With practice, I probably could. Fired it, but it did not work. Otis was able to make some sort of lava club, which I'm not sure why he was allowed to, because that would be technically a weapon, and he used it to partially knock Vegeta out of the ring. And the only reason he was able to, wasn't disqualified is because he landed on a tiny little piece of the arena on just his tippy toe that just happened to land outside of the of the ring. But other than that, for everyone thought that Vegeta had lost first, and then Goku and Beerus are talking about how lucky he is, and Whis says, well, how do you think he feels about that? And Vegeta gets visually just very pissed off that the Prince of Saiyans is saved by a silly rule. And then he powers up, blasts through his energy, destroys the cube barrier, and he's relieved that he's able to breathe normally again. And then let's see, and then he starts charging up for my favorite attack he does, and we haven't seen it in full form for a very, very long time. And as Vegeta's final flash, and it is quite it is a big homage to the time he used it against Cell in when he first fought Cell in the Cell Saga, with the electricity bolts going all around, covering the planet. You get to see the nameless planet with the Super Dragon Balls surrounding them, and it's really cool to see. And to hear the Japanese voice actor for Vegeta scream "Final Flash" in this episode gave me chills. It was such a cool thing to see again. Missed it. Just such a great performance, and really cool to see. This episode and last episode have just been really great Vegeta-centered episodes, and this is one of the best ones so far this entire series. And once he fires the final flash, Magneto was able to almost he put up a little bit of a struggle, but it really didn't. He didn't have much of a chance. And then when he got real close to the barrier, the outside of the ring, Vegeta got up real close, said, "This is the end." He said, "You metal piece of junk," and Magneto looked real shocked at first, and then Vegeta was able to push him out of the ring. And With Vegeta being the victor, he quickly went up to Whis and said, "I need some water," and Whis generated a huge glass of water for him to drink. And he's able, and said that we said that was a good fight, but you really had to go that far. And you see Magneto over by his contestants just crying. And we says that Magneto is a race of metal men with very weak minds that lose all fighting ability once they're insulted. So Beerus gets all upset, like, couldn't you have said that at the beginning of this fight so it wouldn't have dragged on so long? And Goku says that the fight wouldn't have been nearly as exciting if he would have done that. And Goku looks over to Vegeta and says, this fight wouldn't have been nearly as long if we would take it seriously from the beginning. Vegeta, without saying a word, opens his one eye, keeping his other eye closed so Whis and Beerus doesn't see what he's looking at, and looks at Hit. Hit is sitting there very stoic and quiet, and Goku acknowledges, like, so you're thinking the same thing I am, huh? So they know that Hit over there, he's going to be the tough one. And that was a really cool moment in this episode, just the acknowledgement from both Goku and Vegeta that he is the problem here. And we get to see a little preview for next episode with Vegeta and versus Cabba, who is the Saiyan boy from the 6th universe. And the dialogue that Goku's giving, saying that, Vegeta, did you forget about the rules? Don't tell me you're going back to your old self. So is Vegeta trying to kill him? I'm not sure. This is a lot of strange dialogue here. Just really making me wonder what's going to happen next episode. But we do get to see a couple glimpses of the fight, and we see that either Cabba has always been able to, or this is the first time, but he turns into a Super Saiyan in the next episode, and it pushes Vegeta so much that he has to go Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan in this fight. That's going to be interesting. I don't understand. Or maybe it's misleading, making you think he has to go Super Saiyan Blue against Cabba, or is it going to be during does he start off against Hit also in the next episode? So there might be some misleading stuff here, but can't wait for next episode.